Right.
New captain's manager, Tony Mansolino, a.k.a. Manzo. Excited about the opportunity to get your managerial career off to a start here in Lake County.
Yeah, certainly a great place to do it, too. I've always wanted to manage. I've kind of gone through this as a hitting coach for 5 years, and certainly been waiting for the opportunity to do it, and great place to start.
People may or may not know, Tony, that your father, Doug, is a baseball lifer, and we're talking about better than 2 decades in the major leagues. Your father, Doug, what has he taught you about the game that you know you'll be able to carry into your first job managing?
Communication, patience, paying attention, focus, all that stuff. He's one of those guys that you sit there and you watch a game with him and you think you see everything, and then you soon find out that you didn't see very much. He sees so much more than you'd ever hope to see what's happening during the game. So, just paying attention to detail in the grand scheme of things is you can't take any detail for granted. You have to work hard at every detail, and you can't really expect every detail to be perfect throughout the year. That's where the patience and the communication comes in. You just got to keep working through it.
Is there a message now, working with Carter Hawkins as Director of Player Development, is there a message that's going to carry through to all the teams this year that you've been able to discern so far? Are there any 1 or 2 things the organization's making a point about this year?
Yeah, the process. I think that's one of those pop words that we hear all the time. People talk about the process. We're actually doing it. We are telling the players and we're showing the players that it's not so much what your batting average is at the end of the year. It's what type of progress did you make throughout the year. Did you pay attention to the little details? Did you pay attention to your process? Did you execute your process throughout the year? I think the first couple of years we started kind of putting this into play was probably really focused on probably 2014. There were probably a lot of the players who maybe doubted our commitment to the process, thought we were still more focused on the results at the end of the year. But I think after 2 years of really preaching it, I think they understand where we're at with it, that we really do value whether you're getting better or not so much what your numbers look like at the end of the year.
One last question, Tony. You were sitting in that office 3 years ago as the hitting coach, well, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
When you were here, did you think at all, hey, maybe in a couple of years if things fall right, I'll be back here, only this time as the manager?
Yeah, I think growing up in baseball, I kind of understood how things worked. I understood that you got to pay your dues, whether you're a player or whether you're a coach, no matter what you're doing. You got to pay your dues, and eventually, if you do things right, you get the opportunity that you want. I remember sitting there a few years ago and thinking I was ready to manage then. 3 years later, I know I wasn't. I know the last 3 years that I spent, or 2 years, whatever was away from this place, has certainly got me prepared and ready to take this job on this coming up year.